Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem.
No, just no. No, you didn't redeem yourselves, Netflix. I didn't think things could get any worse after the first 3 episodes of The Witcher Season 4, yet here I am after watching episodes 4 through 6, thinking about all of my entertainment choices that led me to this deep, dark ball of despair that served as the biggest fuck you to one of the largest fantasy fan bases in the world. I struggled with The Last of Us Season 2. I crawled through Alien Earth, and I suffered alongside you during Season 2 of Gen V, but this shit might be the worst show I've ever seen in my life. As if sidelining The Witcher in a show called The Witcher, as if making the central focus yet another overpowered girl boss we've seen 1,000 fucking times, as if cramming more diversity and inclusion than downtown San Francisco wasn't bad enough, this show had to take a gigantic liquid shit directly on the source material and change the events of the story on the mere merit that it can. How? I'm going to be going over all of that in my part 2 of The Witcher Season 4 as ass. Well, that is, unless I have a damn stroke first. Let's talk about it.
Say what again? Say what again? Say what again? Say what again?
So right off the rip, before that little vein in my forehead starts throbbing, I want to mention that here on the channel, we encourage intelligent conversation. Intelligent, remember that part, because if you're one of those that comment, har har, creator mad, just go fuck yourself. But for those of you who actually want to discuss the things I have to say, agree or disagree, just listen to the full video, get all the context, and then let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I don't believe in holding or deleting anything, and I do respond to everyone in due time. With that being said, I hate this fucking show.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
I swear, Geralt is hardly ever on screen, and when he is, he's either going on about his injury, spending his time getting his ass kicked, or he's tied the hell up. Which is exactly what happens in episode 4, when he and Jaskier are captured by elements of Sintra and Redania, and held hostage by whoever the hell this is. Yes, I'm well aware this person is named Radovid, the king of Redania, but he's not the Radovid I've ever read about or seen. The Radovid from the books and the games is a young, brutal, vengeful little shit that launches kingdom-wide witch hunts because he's paranoid of any non-human, and in the game, he's married to Ada the White. So naturally, that means Netflix had to make him out to be an incompetent fairy that has a romantic relationship with Jaskier.
Right.
I shit you not. Not only did they make Radovid gay, but they took the biggest womanizer, the biggest tail chaser in the entirety of the books, and made him gay too. Just, fucking why, man? Why couldn't they find a way to include Anna Henrietta, or hell, even Priscilla, who if you played the games, you know her very well?
Oh, violet eyes, glistening as you weep.
Ah, such a beautiful song. Anyway, back to raising my blood pressure. So the biggest slap in the face of the source material, which only could have been made worse if they took the whole paperback series and burned it in front of us right there and then on screen, comes during Yennefer's side of events, which once again takes up the bulk of the story and world-building elements. Imagine, just imagine my shock. For whatever reason, while trying to recruit help to take on Vilgefortz, not-so-Triss Marigold shows up with Vesemir, Lambert, and Cohen, who all agree to help the Lodge of Sorceresses.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Netflix, how did you manage to screw up even the most simple of things? There's no point in the source material that the Witchers of Kaer Morhen would have ever helped the Lodge, mostly because of Philippa and her nonstop need to manipulate any and everyone around her, including Ciri, but also because Witchers by nature try to stay as far away from politics and choosing sides as possible.
He's out of line, but he's right.
There's even a point in the third Witcher game where you can actually help the Lodge, but it's considered a negative story outcome. If that's not enough to boil your piss, this show decides to off Vesemir in a battle against Vilgefortz in the most retarded way possible. Vesemir has Vilgefortz on the ropes. He delivered a damaging blow with a hidden dagger, and instead of quickly ending the fight like his character would have done anywhere else but in this show, he chooses to talk a little shit, takes the dumbest angle for his killing stroke, allowing Vilgefortz to impale him with his magic stick thingy and killing him.
Really?
This doesn't happen in the books. Hell, he never even comes face to face with Vilgefortz. Vesemir does die in The Witcher 3 though, which takes place after the book series, but he does so in a very ceremonious way, dying at the hands of the Wild Hunt while defending Kaer Morhen. But why do all of that when you could just have him stupidly die in a place he would never be in, defending people he would never choose to help to a person he should have never met? It burns when I piss because of shit like this. And then there's Ciri and the diverse, inclusive band of idiots called the Rats. I don't know why, but this show has turned Ciri from a likable, charismatic character that I've sympathized with up until this point, into an egotistical, rebellious little shithead that I don't care if she lives or dies.
Kill the little bastard, see what I care.
We see the Rats kidnap a small child in order to steal his parents' money. We see Ciri slaughter a dozen guards just for doing their jobs, and the whole thing, every scene just screams cringe. Like, are we supposed to be rooting for these people or something? In the books, the Rats schemed and stole for their survival, because in a war-torn world, times are tough and desperate for just about everyone. But in the show, it's less about perseverance and more about notoriety, riches, and blow. Lots and lots of blow. Actually, I can kind of get behind that last one. Not to mention, they're really hammering the whole lesbian thing home as much as they can. Like I said in part 1 of the series, Missile and Ciri do have a relationship in the books, but it starts off as an emotionally manipulative, borderline, YouTube guidelines here, grape, but it does flourish into something consensual down the line prior to their parting of ways. It's kind of funny though, really, how they skipped over the first part of what I said there, because there's no way Netflix would ever show a lesbian relationship in a negative light, now would they?
Coincidence? I think not!
So yeah, that's it. That's the bulk of the stupid shit that happens in episodes 4, 5, and 6 in The Witcher Season 4. Trust me, I could have mentioned a lot more. I could break down the show on a molecular level, but I don't have the mental capacity for it because I've still got 2 more fucking episodes to watch tonight and a video to make on that tomorrow afternoon. So make sure to check back in around 1 p.m. or so. Well, that's if I don't decide to drink the stagnant gas out my garage before then and end my agony. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for checking out my review. I'll talk to y'all later.